Every athlete who died in front of their fans. Let's get into it.
The beating that changed
Alright,
baseball. On August 16th, 1920,
August
thousands of
16th,
fans packed New York's
1920.
Polo Grounds to watch the
Are you
Cleveland
dead ass?
Indians face the Yankees. Chapman was Cleveland's star shortstop, known for his quick
Ray
reflexes and
Chapman, okay.
exceptional fielding.
Known
The
for
afternoon game
quick
moved at a typical
reflexes,
pace until
okay.
the fifth inning when Chapman stepped to the plate.
Uh
Yankees
huh.
pitcher Carl Mays threw with a distinctive submarine delivery,
Mhm.
releasing the ball from an unusually low angle. The ball,
Mhm.
dirty and scuffed from previous plays, was difficult to
Uh huh.
see against the late afternoon shadows. Chapman
You telling me a baseball killed this man? Holy fuck. Yeah, bro. Bro, playing baseball is like hell of a risk, bro. That'll kill somebody, man.
leaned in slightly, preparing for the pitch. The baseball
Jesus.
struck his head with such force that the sound echoed through the stadium. Many
Damn. That shit probably was like, boom. Shit.
spectators, including the umpire, thought it had hit Chapman's bat. For a moment, Mays fielded what he believed was a bunted ball and threw to first base. Chapman took several steps toward first base, then suddenly stopped. He dropped to his knees, a look of confusion crossing his
Damn.
face. Blood began to seep from his left ear. Players from both teams rushed to his side as he collapsed onto the dirt infield. Team doctors reached him within seconds. The crowd fell silent as Chapman was helped to his feet, wobbling and disoriented. He attempted to walk off the field with assistance, but couldn't maintain his balance. At New York's St. Lawrence Hospital, doctors discovered his skull was fractured. The impact had driven
Damn.
bone fragments nearly an inch into his brain. Surgeons
Shit.
performed an emergency operation, removing a piece of his skull to relieve pressure. Chapman never regained consciousness. At 4:40 a.m. the following morning, he was pronounced dead. The
Damn.
29-year-old became the only player in Major League Baseball history to die from an
Shit.
injury sustained during
Only
the game.
one to ever
The
die?
tragedy changed baseball forever. The league soon banned the spitball and other pitches that doctored the ball. More importantly, umpires began regularly replacing dirty balls with clean ones, making them easier for batters to see, a practice that continues to this day. Goalkeeper blocker gone. On November
Goalkeeper blocker
29,
going.
2017, spectators filled the small gymnasium in Barras, Brazil, to watch a
Uh-huh.
regional futsal match. Santos Sousa was the
Okay.
38-year-old goalkeeper for
38
Flamengo
years
de
old, bro. You
Piripiri,
should
a
have just
team
retired.
competing in the local amateur league. The indoor arena was humid, the crowd energetic as the match entered its final minutes. The referee's whistle cut through the noise. A penalty had been awarded to the opposing team. Santos Sousa positioned himself between.
How did you die from soccer, bro? How? How are you dying from soccer? Like, bro, how?
The goalposts, bouncing slightly on his toes. His teammates stood silent at midfield. The opposing
Jesus.
striker approached the ball with measured steps. The shot came hard and fast, aimed at the center of the goal. Santos Sousa didn't dive. Instead, he stepped forward, making himself large, and blocked the ball with his chest. The impact
Fucking dumbass, bro.
was solid but unremarkable.
Bro,
The ball
what? Why the hell would you even do that, bro? Nah, bro, tried to oil farm, bro. Are we dead ass? Oil farm and got killed. RPM, bro. Why would you do that dumb shit, bro? That's some OD dumbass shit, bro. Come on, man. Fuck, bro.
harmlessly away. The crowd erupted in cheers. Santos Sousa raised his arms in celebration.
Jesus.
His teammates rushed toward him, congratulating him on the crucial save.
Let me guess, he
For a
passed
few
out.
seconds, everything appeared normal. Then, without warning, his expression changed. A look of confusion crossed his face. He reached out to a teammate, who caught him as his legs gave way. His body went limp as he collapsed to the court
Jesus,
floor.
bruh.
The celebration instantly turned to panic.
Gotta be smarter.
Players from both teams signaled frantically for medical help. A team doctor reached him within seconds and began CPR. The gymnasium fell silent. Children in the crowd were ushered outside as the medical team continued resuscitation efforts.
Jesus,
For nearly
bro.
20 minutes, they fought to restart his heart. Paramedics arrived and took over, applying a defibrillator. The electric shocks caused his body to jolt, but his heart showed no response. Despite their desperate efforts, Santos Sousa never regained consciousness.
Man.
He was pronounced dead at the scene. Medical examiners later determined he had suffered sudden cardiac arrest, likely triggered by commotio cordis, a rare but fatal disruption of heart rhythm caused by a precise impact to the chest wall at a critical moment
I
in the
mean, why
cardiac
would bro
cycle.
even do that, bro?
Lightning sudden strike on the pitch. On
Lightning
October
sudden
10th,
strike on the pitch.
2018,
Okay.
dark clouds gathered over Banyumas, Indonesia, as two local teams competed on a municipal football field. Raharja, a 35-year-old midfielder for FBI Banyumas, moved across the pitch with the confident stride of a veteran player. The weather had been threatening all afternoon, with humid air.
It's probably why they don't play in lightning now, bro. If it's lightning, bro, game's supposed to be canceled, man. Come on, bro.
and distant thunder, but officials allowed the match to continue. In the
See,
70th
bro?
minute of play, light rain began to fall. Players glanced upward, but the precipitation seemed manageable. Spectators opened umbrellas as they continued watching from the sidelines. No one recognized the danger as the storm intensified rapidly.
Jesus,
At
bro.
precisely 4:17 p.m., a brilliant flash illuminated the entire pitch. The bolt struck without warning. Video footage later showed the lightning hitting just above the center of the field. Electrical current dispersed across the wet ground. Raharja, positioned near midfield, took the full impact. His body convulsed instantly and fell back.
Nah, that's some unlucky ass shit, man. You took the full impact and no one else got a little shock. Damn, bro. That's hella unlucky hockey, bro. I
For a
feel bad.
moment, other players
RP him, though, bro.
didn't realize what had happened, assuming he had slipped on the increasingly wet surface. Then someone shouted for help. Players from both teams rushed to his motionless form. Raharja lay perfectly still, his jersey smoking slightly from the intense heat. Medical staff reached him within seconds. His pulse was weak and erratic. Burns marked his chest and left shoulder where the current had entered his body. The rain intensified as paramedics performed CPR on the muddy field. An ambulance arrived 7 minutes later. Raharja was rushed to Banyumas Regional Hospital as teammates and spectators watched in stunned silence. Inside the emergency room, doctors found severe internal damage. The electrical current caused severe disruption to his cardiac rhythm. Despite aggressive resuscitation efforts, including repeated defibrillation and emergency medications, Raharja's heart could not be stabilized. The electrical burn pathway had created irreversible damage to his cardiac tissue. At 5:42 p.m., just 85 minutes after it struck, Raharja was pronounced dead. Meteorologists later confirmed the bolt had delivered approximately 300 million volts of electricity through his body.
300 mil?
Any human could survive. The platform dive gone wrong. On July 29, 1983, the Commonwealth Pool in Edmonton, Canada was filled with spectators attending the World University Games. Chalibashvili, a 21-year-old Soviet diver, was considered one of the most promising talents in the sport. His specialty was the 10-meter platform, where he regularly executed dives of the highest difficulty with seemingly effortless precision. For his fourth dive of the competition, Chalibashvili prepared to attempt a reverse 3.5 somersault in the tuck position, one of the most challenging dives in the sport. He stood at
You can't do stuff you don't practice for, bruh. You ain't practice for this. You can't do it, man. Come on, bruh. We gotta be smarter. But hey, RIP all these people, man.
the edge of the platform, concentrating intensely. The crowd fell silent as he began his approach.
Bro, he
his
died,
bro.
The
platform appeared normal. He gained appropriate
that's
height
crazy,
and initiated
bro.
his rotation. As he descended toward the water, it became clear he wouldn't complete the required rotation.
Damn.
Instead of entering the water vertically, Chalibashvili struck the back of his head directly on the concrete platform.
Damn, bro. That had to hurt, bro.
Arena. His body fell limply into the pool. Blood immediately clouded the water around him.
Damn.
Fellow divers jumped in to assist.
Who edited this video, bro? They deadass wrong for putting ice in the water, yo.
As medical personnel rushed to the scene. Chalibashvili was unconscious when they pulled him from the water.
Damn.
A deep gash exposed his skull where it had struck the unyielding concrete. Paramedics stabilized his neck and applied pressure to the wound. His vital signs were weak, present as they loaded him into an ambulance. Doctors at the University of Alberta Hospital found that the impact had caused severe trauma to
Shit, bro, that's
Chalibashvili was placed on life support in the intensive care unit. For 9 days, he remained in a deep coma, showing no signs of neurological activity. Despite aggressive medical intervention, the damage was irreversible. His brain had been critically injured at the moment of impact. On August 7, 1983, Sergei Chalibashvili's heart stopped beating. He died without ever regaining consciousness. His promising career and young life ended by a split-second miscalculation. Collision with the machine. On February 22, 1992, the crisp mountain air of Les Arcs, France, was filled with anticipation as athletes prepared for the speed skiing competition at the Albertville Winter Olympics. Bochete, a 27-year-old Swiss competitor, was among the favorites in this demonstration sport, where skiers regularly exceeded 125 miles per hour down specially prepared slopes. The morning was perfect for training. Clear visibility, firm snow conditions, minimal wind. Bochete and several teammates decided to take a warm-up run before the day's official practice. They set out on a marked trail adjacent to the competition course, building speed gradually as they descended. Bochete accelerated into a gentle depression in the slope. His body in the aerodynamic
Let me
tail
say,
position
he
that
go
speed
fast,
skiers
go
use
up a
to minimize
hill,
wind
roll
resistance.
down,
His
and go into the
specialized suit
machine
and
and
helmet
die.
were designed for maximum velocity.
Is that what
At
happened, bro?
approximately 68 miles per hour, he approached a small rise in the terrain.
God
As he
damn,
crested the hill,
man. Why these
Bochetai
people
had
gotta
no
die,
time to
bro?
react.
That's fucking
Snowcat, a
crazy.
large machine used for grooming ski slopes, was parked directly in his path. The
Fuck.
machine had been maintaining a service road that intersected with the training run. No warning signs or barriers had been placed to alert skiers. The impact was devastating.
Damn,
Bochetai's
bro.
body struck the metal vehicle with tremendous force. His
Shit.
momentum carried him into the machine's steel frame and treads. The sound of the collision alerted nearby
Oh my
skiers and
fucking
course
God.
officers, who rushed to the scene. Medical
Oh,
personnel
I thought he
arrived
went in
within
a
minutes,
thing.
but there was nothing they could do. The trauma to Bochetai's
Damn,
head,
bro.
chest, and internal organs was immediate and fatal. The impact had caused massive internal hemorrhaging and multiple compound fractures. He died instantly upon collision.
Instantly?
Spectators and fellow competitors
Damn.
gathered at the scene, many in tears as news of the accident spread. Olympic officials quickly announced the postponement of all speed skiing events. Flags at the Olympic venues were lowered to half-mast. An investigation later revealed critical failures in communication between course officials and maintenance crews. The Snowcat operator had no radio contact with event coordinators and was unaware athletes would be using the training run that morning. Spectacle
Damn.
silenced. On March 15,
Spectacle
1971,
silence.
a
March
modest crowd
15,
gathered in the small
1971,
Belgian
bruh.
town of Ritai to watch a local
Bug again,
cycling
whatever
race.
that is.
Montserrat, the reigning world champion, stood out
Monterey.
immediately in his
Okay.
distinctive rainbow jersey. The
Bro,
coveted
chat,
bronze
is it not like crazy, bro, how all these people are dying, bro? That's just, it's actually crazy, bro. All these people dying from not simple mistakes, from mistakes that probably could have been, yeah, they all could have been prevented. Like the soccer one. Could have kept them off the field. Shouldn't have played in lightning, thunder. Should never be playing that. But yeah. But come on, man.
was
That's
awarded
crazy, bro. RP to all the people in this video. Prayers to their family, man.
only to world champions. At just 22 years old, he was already considered one of cycling's brightest stars. The race was a minor event on the Belgian calendar, nothing like the major classics or grand tours where Montserrat normally competed. For him, it was a chance to build form early in the season while racing close
Jesus,
to home.
bro.
The 10-kilometer circuit wound through narrow country roads lined with spectators enjoying the first hints of spring. Montserrat quickly established himself at the front of the race. His powerful pedal stroke and professional positioning in the peloton
Powerful
made it easy to
strokes.
spot,
I know someone's
even
going to say
without the
something crazy
distinctive
in the
jersey.
comments, bro.
As he approached the 4th kilometer of the course, he was riding confidently near the front of a small breakaway group. The road ahead appeared clear. Race marshals had blocked most intersections, but not all local residents had been properly notified about road closures. A small British-made car suddenly appeared on the course, driven by an elderly man who was unaware
Man,
of the
come
ongoing race.
on,
The vehicle
bro.
moved directly into the path of the oncoming cyclists. Other riders swerved frantically. Montserrat, positioned on the outside of the group, had nowhere to
Man, you gotta tell people stuff like this, man. You gotta tell them when the date is. You gotta tell them if it's gonna be a race, man. Fuck, bro. Lost an innocent soul, bro. All because of mistakes, man. Fuck.
go. His bicycle struck the car's front bumper at approximately 30 miles per hour. The impact
Damn.
launched him over the handlebars. Montserrat's body hit the windshield before being thrown onto the asphalt. His helmet, basic leather protection by modern standards, provided minimal protection. Spectators screamed
Jesus,
as they witnessed
bro.
the world champion lying motionless on the pavement. Blood pooled beneath his head. Medical assistance arrived within minutes.
Jesus.
A doctor from the crowd immediately began resuscitation efforts as race officials radioed for an ambulance. Despite their desperate
on,
attempts,
man.
Montserrat's injuries were too severe. The impact had caused severe trauma to his skull and cervical spine. At 4:15 p.m., less than 30 minutes after the collision, Jean-Pierre Montserrat was pronounced dead at the scene.
Damn, bro.
The
R.I.P. to
rainbow
him, bro.
jersey, cycling's most prestigious symbol, was stained with the blood of its youngest
R.I.P. to him, bro.
champion.
Yeah,
Olympic
man.
heat miscalculation.
Olympic
On July
heat
14, 1912,
miscalculation.
spectators gathered along the marathon route at the Stockholm Olympics. Lazaro, a 21-year-old Portuguese runner, was among the 68 competitors prepared to tackle the 26.2-mile course. The weather
26
conditions were
miles?
unusually brutal for Sweden. Temperatures reached 89 degrees
Jesus.
Fahrenheit with high humidity and no cloud cover. Before the race, Lazaro made a
Yeah,
critical decision
bruh.
based on faulty medical understanding.
Let
of
me
the
guess.
time.
He gets so high, he passed out, blah, 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 dies. It's crazy, bro. R.I.P. to all these people.
He covered large portions of his body with a thick layer of suet, animal fat typically used for cooking. This was common practice among some athletes who believed it would prevent sunburn and reduce water loss through the skin. At 1:45 p.m., the marathon began. Lazaro started conservatively, settling into a steady rhythm as the pack made its way through Stockholm's streets. Spectators noted his determined expression as he passed the early checkpoints. For the first 10 kilometers, he appeared strong and composed. As the race progressed, the temperature continued to climb. By the
Jesus, bro.
25-kilometer mark,
RP,
many
man.
runners were showing visible signs of heat distress. Lazaro began to struggle. His pace slowed. Witnesses reported seeing him stagger slightly, his gait becoming irregular. The suet coating, rather than protecting him, was preventing his body from cooling through natural perspiration. At the 30-kilometer mark, near the town of Solentuna, Lazaro suddenly veered to the side of the road. His legs buckled beneath him. He collapsed onto the dusty surface, unconscious.
Dang,
Race
bro.
officials and medical personnel rushed to his aid. His skin was alarmingly hot to the touch, yet completely dry. Doctors at the scene recognized the symptoms of severe hyperthermia. Lazaro's core temperature had risen to dangerous
God
levels.
damn,
His
bro.
pulse was rapid but weak. Despite having water poured over him and being transported quickly to a nearby medical facility,
This
his
is
condition
fucking
deteriorated
crazy, bro.
rapidly. For several hours, medical staff fought to lower his temperature and restore fluid balance. His organs began shutting down one by one as the accumulated heat damage spread throughout his system. His heart, already strained from the race, could not sustain the additional stress. At 7:30 a.m. the following day, Francisco Lazaro died without regaining consciousness. He became the first athlete to die during competition in the modern Olympic Games. The autopsy revealed extreme dehydration and electrolyte imbalances that led to multiple organ failure. If you want to see more videos like this,
Hey, bro. Thank y'all for watching, Phil. We gonna see you on the next one. Peace.